Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will get first crack at it here. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent, more national attention. This team looks like a team that's ready to break through, win a national championship.
Yeah, a lot has been made about how Oregon's roster is built to succeed in the Big Ten. Physical in the trenches, but they still got the talent on the perimeter and the skill spots. That showed up the last time they blew Washington out.
They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Grabs behind the line. It's Hill. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese. They can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for space. It's Green. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Keys. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And the Huskies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much room to run. Give him one to the 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And he's going to go down at the 1.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
Makes the catch at the 45. Running through contact. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
That pass is incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, they're after him. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Steps away to find some room. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now they'll run the draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Sure hands, it's Harris. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brings it to the open. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. There he goes. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Ducks are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to so. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Spins away from the defender. He's now got 78 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner is stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points. And
the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Get it out on the screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Touchdown, Oregon! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the This point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington sends out the punt team. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They kick it away on 4th down. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have got...
Sent it downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the...
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Huskies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. Ripping through the defense. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes one man miss. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 2.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Under fire. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
on second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Motion from the back. Shotgun snap on third down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer, you need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. Fighting off the defender. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I think he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Complete to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in.
Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.